everyone, and welcome back to the 2022 Elite Formula One Championship presented by Shane D Designs. Coming at you tonight live from Spa. We have about 8 guys out here right now vying for the pool. We are just wrapping up qualifying here in the last 38 seconds, and Hans Schlogel is going to be on the pool right now, it looks like, unless he gets beat here late. Marshall Stanley, Chad Frankenfield, R.C. Enerson, Nick Masse, Craig Forsythe, Vincent Isabella, Jesse Rasmus, and Wesley Crump. And Ryan Huckleberry and Kyle Walgren have yet to put a time down. Joining me in the booth tonight is David Huckleberry. David, you got your son out here racing tonight. You got a little bit of broadcaster bias going on, hoping you can maybe pull off a win with some strategy.
Yeah, I got a little pride going on today. I hope he has a fun time. We're stressing the internet at the house. So he lives here and has his room upstairs in his own area. So we're broadcasting and racing from the same house tonight. See how that goes.
Well, it should be pretty good. I know he's full-time in IndyCar, so any seat time on a road course, and these two cars are, from what I understand, pretty similar. So as we get ready to grid up, this is a stretch of racing here that we're going to be doing, looks like most every week, maybe every other week. We got Spa, we got Monza, Circuit of the Americas, Lime Rock, Daytona, Canadian Tire, and Suzuka are the races we have left. And Isaac Morris is our points leader, but he is not here tonight. Zhao is second. He is not here. Scott Ramler is not here. Ethan Stanley is not here. So we've got Hans out here is 5th in points. Chad Frankenfield is 7th in points. So tonight the points, these guys not showing up after our summer vacation is going to be very interesting to watch and see what happens here.
Yeah, I don't know if they got stuck in customs or forgot what day we were coming back, but they're taking an extended break, it looks like.
Yeah, and that's opening the door. There's a lot of separation up here at the top, and now with them not being here, that opens the door for somebody like Hans, who, is right now the pole sitter. Chad Frankenfield's not far behind him. Craig Forsythe's there, so a lot of these guys are going to have a shot to make big points and maybe get themselves back into the championship hunt tonight and possibly moving forward if we don't see them again next week or 2 weeks. I believe it's every other week we're going to be racing here.
Talking with Chad before the race, he said there is still a purse on the line, so whoever shows up has a great chance to take the money. So,
yeah, that makes me curious as to why some of these guys aren't showing back up. There's a couple of them that if they just showed up every week, they'd run 1-2 in the points and settle amongst themselves, but we shall see. One thing is for sure, I don't think there's any rain in the forecast tonight. And real quick before we get going, I want to give a shout out to all our sponsors, everybody at the Elite Racing Network. Dave, of course, you do so much for us. You're joining me up here tonight. It's just you and I. I always enjoy any time I get to talk to you, and I appreciate the sponsorship you gave me in the IndyCar series as well. So Dave is up here with me, and Dave runs the Elite Racing Network for most of you guys that don't know. It's kind of your thing there, Dave, and you do a great job with it, and you're there to help us whenever we need it. Chad Frankenfield runs a great league, got the F1 series. It's struggling a little bit, but it should be okay to move forward here for the rest of the season. And then, of course, all of our wonderful sponsors, everybody at Shane D Designs. They are a motorsport graphic design organization that started in the spring of 2020. From iRacing to real life, their paint scheme designs have made virtual dreams into reality. Everybody at TA Services, for over 36 years, TA Services has been a trusted domestic and international full-service third-party logistics provider offering freight brokerage, managed transportation, warehousing, fulfillment, and cross-border logistics. Blue Egg Marketing, they are the marketing department for small business, and Britzy Cam. Britzy is a venture-backed tech company based in Toronto and Boston, and they are set out on a mission to reimagine the group photo experience. None of this happens without all our great sponsors, and of course you, Dave. Like I said, do so much for the ERN network that none of these broadcasts would go off without you. So we appreciate everything you do.
hey, we're having fun. Now we go from here, right? We usually sometimes miss the start.
Yeah, this is going to be green right here.
Everybody's
They
gridded
are
up.
getting ready to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green is out. Oh, we got some wheel spin in the back. Everybody's kind of looks like getting through pretty clean. Looks pretty tame so far. Lots of space given.
Long race, no hurry.
That is right, and we do have some guys on different tires. We got the bulk of the field on the white walls. We have Vincent Isabella on the red wall, and Wesley Crump and Ryan Huckleberry on the yellow. But it looks like Huckleberry has a black flag. Wonder if that was a start violation there. Oh, we got one car off and in the grass. It's Wesley Crump. Oh, another car is spinning behind him. Oh, that's Ryan Huckleberry. Not a great start for Ryan tonight, Dave. He gets it righted. No real damage, it doesn't look like. Yeah, just got over on the too far left, got back too far right.
Yeah, he didn't hit anything, so.
He is going to have some kind of penalty, though. I'm not sure if it's a stop and go, a pass through. I know it just started, and we kind of see how they're running right now. But do you have a pick to win tonight, Dave?
Oh, I'm gonna say Craig Forsyth's gonna come back from the back and win.
Well, I think the low-hanging fruit would be Hans. He's up there in the points battle, but
Ooh, Nick Masse around.
Nick Masse. Yeah. Looks like he stayed clean. But I'll take Chad Frankenfield.
That's a solid choice.
Yeah, I don't know. He wrecks out a lot of these F1 races. Well, I shouldn't say wrecks out, but he has a lot of issues throughout the event. And he's got an issue all over him in the form of RC right now.
On board with RC. He puts his attack on Chad.
Car's getting strung out here. This race is 44 laps. Looks like Nick Masse had a off track back there somewhere.
Close, and I had to sneeze, and I almost didn't get the mute button. Ooh.
So it's been a while, and I don't know a whole lot about these cars, Dave, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. The white wall is the hardest compound, correct?
Correct.
And the reds are the softest.
Correct.
So if these guys got the white walls going on here, I think they're probably going to run over 20, 25 laps, get inside 20 to go, and go for the mediums, go for the hard or the softs. I mean, we got Vince out here on the softs.
Yeah, it seems like we have that debate every race. We figure everybody's going to run close to the end and then put softs on for the rest of the race, but nobody does. It's very rare we ever see anybody in the soft. It has, I guess they've always said, Zhao even said it had such great fall off that nobody even put it on. We'll see how Vincent does it, how long he able to hang on to his.
We have a battle heating up here for the lead. Marshall Stanley has driven right to the back bumper of Schlegel. Not sure if he ran him down or if Schlegel made a mistake, but using all the racetrack here. Looks like Marshall is using everything out to the dirt. Should get DRS here, though, I believe. We'll see if he can get some DRS. Try to close up to the back bumper here a little bit. Watch for that wing to drop. I did not see it. Might not be a DRS zone. If someone's out there saying that's not a DRS zone, big dummy, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly where they are here. There's one on the front stretch and he was using it. I'm thinking there's got to be one right here too.
Yeah, it should be coming up out of the chicane. Go up, I believe it's called Eau Rouge.
Oh, Schlegel gets a little far off to the left. That's going to leave a little bit of a run, and now he gets to open the wing. He's going to have a run. Schlegel tries to defend. He's going to say, I'm going to take driver's right. Marshall goes on driver's left. New leader at Spa. Man, I haven't been able to say that much this year in this F1 series. Lead changes.
Yeah, I think that's our first on-track pass that I can remember anyway.
Yeah, and the third and fourth place cars of Frankenfield and RC are quickly closing up to this gap as well. Then we got a little bit of a gap to Vincent, the only car on the softs. Curious to see if Schlegel can run him back down here, if that car's given up a little bit already. It looks like Marshall had some trouble getting the power down there coming out of that last corner. And Dave, I got bad news. First DNF of the night is Ryan. Not something we wanted to see have happen there.
Rough night.
He went all the way to Spa, flew all the way over there just to run 4 laps.
Well, that's 4 more laps than I would run.
But I think we're about to have another lead change. Does Marshall stay out there? Does he defend? He gives him the inside lane there. He gives him driver's right. A little bit of a slide job there, and it really hurt Marshall's momentum.
Whoa!
Schlegel sideways, catches it. Now we've got the front 4 all together. I think that all started there as he made that pass. He just drove down in there so far on the brakes. He missed the corner. And basically gave it right back to Marshall and lost 2 other spots in the process. Now we have Chad and RC all over. And RC's made the pass for second here during that whole situation. Now, if they stay this close here in about 20 seconds, Chad and RC misses that corner there.
Long.
That messes up his second corner. There's a situation here where all second, third, and fourth. Man, it's gonna be close if they're close enough to the leader. Second, third, and fourth might all get DRS here. Waiting to see if and when these wings drop. RC got it. Chad got it. Yeah, second, third, and fourth. All of them are opened up right now. You know, there's a scenario that all 4 of these cars could wreck.
Yeah, they're battling.
And if all 4 of these cars wreck, then we're talking about Vincent, Craig Forsyth, and Nick Masse. Kind of getting some separation now. It looks like Marshall's putting quite a gap there on second place. Ooh, Chad gets down into the last corner, or the last set of corners there. Really loose. That might open up the door to get past here. It's going to stay third. And the leader must have got loose too, because all of a sudden RC's all over him again. These guys are like a yo-yo right now. They all separate and then they all come back together. I think we're going to have a lead change right here. RC's going to have the DRS. He's going to look to the driver's right here. And he's going to be clear before they ever get to the brake zone. Another lead change. Something happened to Chad back there as well. Let's see if I can figure out what it was. He went into that same corner where we saw the lead change and just had to give it up. He had pressure from behind, had to give up the spot.
Power of the DRS.
That is right. RC now trying to create a gap. Man, I feel almost like as the leader, you're not able to hit your marks. That's what it looks like. It looks like whoever gets the lead just is missing their marks a little bit. It's like you need that car in front of you to judge.
Yeah, and I've always found when I drive, it's easier to follow somebody than it is to lead. Yeah, you really are. You have to know your spots on the track. You have to have some kind of marker that you key off of.
I would much rather be the leader. Make people follow me, as RC is trying to drive defensive down here. Looks like it's going to work out for him. Little bob and weave. Don't let him get draft too much there. Marshall staying close, though. Close enough to worry him. Looks like Chad has fallen off a little bit here. Oh, Marshall Stanley is heavy hard into the wall.
Ooh, he lost a tire.
That car is done.
Oh,
what
little twitch.
Yeah, just got a little bit loose, and they're just, it happens in a part of the track where there's just not a whole lot of runoff for him.
Now we show Chad off. Wow, that was interesting. He just got loose, kind of under braking going in there. Didn't hit anything.
And now he's got Forsythe all over him. Vincent Isabella has DNF'd the race. And I feel pretty comfortable in going ahead and saying this. Marshall Stanley's night is over as well, even though he has not left the session.
There's Forsythe around Frankenfield.
Yeah, Chad looks to be really struggling right now. Looking here at Chad, right in behind Forsythe. They got a little bit of a gap to Nick Masse. Not much, though. Nick's had an exciting start to this race as well, but he was able to not hit anything. And now just by surviving, he's sitting here in P5.
The closest battle.
Forsythe goes a little wide. That's going to give Chad a shot here. He is going to get DRS here when they get to the top of the hill. Big run coming up the hill already. P3 changes hands once again. Jesse Razimus is also wrecked out of this thing, so we are down to just 6 cars running. But both the guys we picked to win this thing are still in the race. Although the horse that I backed is backing up big time. Seems to be really struggling. So. This guy's giving up a little bit of time to the leader. While Enerson and Schlegel are kind of matching lap times about 2 seconds apart. Third and fourth
of a second apart.
Yeah, we might have this change again here, but P3, we'll see. I don't know that he's close enough. I thought he might be ambitious. I thought he might send that in there. But... And Nick Masse is sitting out behind this battle saying, y'all keep racing. Keep trading that spot. Because every time they trade spots, that brings Nick a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. And as I say that, Nick makes a mistake. Got himself a little bit of an off track. Man, Schlegel just barely beat RC Emerson that time.
1/100th of a second.
Yeah, it's 2.1 seconds for 3 straight laps. Craig Forsyth gets a little loose there, leaving turn 1. That's going to take away any opportunity he has climbing the hill. Yeah, he wasn't even close enough to get the DRS that time. Taking a look here at your leader, RC. Oh, he's a little wide there. All these guys as well are on the same tire compound. So they all are on the hards. Everybody else has had issues. So now I guess it's just about when you make that stop. I'm guessing if they ran this far, it's going to be a one-stopper. Probably opt for mediums, maybe lap 25 or so. See if Hans can make up some time. Oh, he got a whole 10th that lap. Oh, Chad gets sideways. I still don't think that he's close enough to make a move on Chad climbing the hill. He did get a little closer than last time as he's got the wing is open. Riding on board here with Craig Forsyth. These guys are running so fast around here in some of these corners that, I mean, we saw it with Marshall Stanley. One little slip in the wrong place, and instead of losing track position, you lose a race car as well. Oh, Forsyth got big sideways there trying to get on the throttle. Lost a bunch of time. Lost a Chad ton of time there to Chad.
Chad ton. Now we have nobody within DRS. Anybody.
Yeah, these boys are just getting way too separated with just 6 of them out here. RC doing what RC does. Did Hans have an issue there coming through the last corner? Yeah, maybe not. A little bit wide, maybe. I don't know how much it really hurt him. But I believe this is RC's first F1 race.
First one I remember seeing him in, yeah.
RC's really good at the road courses. We see him in the stock cars, win a lot of road racing. We've seen him in the Indy cars, win a lot of road racing. So now he's trying to come over here and win a race here in the F1 car.
Well, you definitely think that would be within his wheelhouse. It's an open wheel car and it's a road course. So two things he's pretty strong at.
Yeah, he's pretty strong at these road courses, but we've seen him in the NASCAR side. He's gotten to be pretty strong at those ovals as well. He added about 0.3 of a second to his lead last lap. And two cars that are coming closer together here too is Nick Masse and Craig Forsyth. They are separated by right about 2 seconds. If I had to guess, if I could talk to Nick right now, Nick would tell me that the car is a little better than the driver, which is probably going to lead to him having a little bit of extra speed here in the long run, just not knowing how and where to push the car. Nick's broadening out his racecraft here in the F1 series, as I am in the IndyCar, and I can tell you, the first half of these races, first half of those IndyCar races, and Nick will probably tell you the first half of this race is just learning where you can push the car, how you can push the car, what it feels like when it starts to get loose. You don't want to wreck too early, but you kind of want to get a feel for how it's going to go. And so I'm sure Nick will get out after this race and say that second half of the race was pretty solid, but the first half I made some mistakes and struggled trying to figure things out.
It's also a big difference when you drive a car that's meant for the track. So there is Formula One does run at this course, so there is a setup that's made for it. So this track does let you take advantage of all the things that are good in an F1.
And the lead is now under 2 seconds.
Or lap times. About a half a second that lap. Pearson may have had a little issue.
Times are just so close. Tires are starting to give up. Chad has fallen way back. Craig Forsyth has fallen way back. Jesse Razimus has his truck has left Spa. Check out the lap times at the line. I think it's going to grow a little bit. It did. It grew a lot. Well over half a second. So he went and got back what he lost and then some. So can Schlegel make that time back up? We saw him gain almost a half a second, and then he lost over half a second. So that's a You know, you get excited that you gain that much time, and then you give up a little bit more time. That's a net loss there. It's not what you need there when you're trying to run down the leader. Is a net loss over a couple lap period. And looking at these lap times too, RC has really picked up the pace too. He got dropped down into the 48s again.
Get an update here when he crosses the line.
Yeah, we'll check out. Oh, we got Kyle. Kyle is off and in the tires. Ooh, a little loose there on the curb. Oh, very slight contact there.
He drove it out. Looks okay.
The lead grew a little bit again. I mean, you know, in NASCAR, I would want a short pit maybe. Try to close this gap, maybe get in front of him. But their lap times are pretty good right now. Like, they're within a half a second of their best lap, so I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure if the time is going to be there to get. I don't know what the strategy would be here, but it looks like RC is going to stretch it out again. I'd venture to say it is probably going to be over 3 seconds this time. Oh yeah, 148.7. That's really within about a tenth of his best lap. No one's even close to that pace right now. What were we thinking? Neither one of us picking RC.
Well, we had nothing to base off of information in Formula One, so that'd be our excuse. Take advantage of some of these static camps they have here. Beautiful track.
Yeah, and the leader really doesn't have any traffic out in front of him. Everybody's kind of running all together. So you got time after Nick Masse goes by you. You got time to go and get you a pretzel.
Get back to your seats.
Use the facility, get back in time, not to miss nothing. I think RC is going to keep running pretty good laps here. 48.8. He dropped off about a tenth. Still about half a second better than Schlegel in second. I mean, if we're right on the edge right now of this turning into a, without some kind of RC issue being over, like we're right on that tipping point. Schlegel's going to have to start at least breaking even or trying to make some time back up if he's going to have any chance to win this race. Because if RC gets too much further out front, it's wishful thinking to think that he's going to make a mistake.
Yeah, even a mistake on pit lane wouldn't give you that much of an impact.
Yeah, I almost wonder if you don't go ahead and just pit. You got to do something to try to stop the bleeding. Right now, you're just bleeding a little bit at a time. But Schlegel is in the points battle, so maybe, you know, second isn't going to be all that bad. You won't get as many points as you would if you were to win the race, but...
Yeah, isn't Chad would be the only other person left that's running that is in the points, right?
Yeah, and he's got a gap on Chad, so... And on the race, in the race and on points, so like he's got a little bit of a good gap there. RC with another great lap. Just continues to extend his lead. RC was running mid to low 49s for quite a while. And then the last 3 laps in a row, he has just ran a 48.7, a 48.8, a 48.8. And Schlegel is still running those mid to low 49s. Just RC has found a little bit more that Schlegel does not have right now. We are quickly approaching halfway.
As they run right now, it looks like Schlegel would move up into the 4th spot.
Yeah, Schlegel's got to keep hoping that they keep missing. You know, they miss a couple of these, and he's able to top 2 or 3 it. You know, a win would be nice. I'm sure he wants to win.
You pick up where he sits right now. You pick up 18 points. That would get him to 63, which would move him ahead of Ethan Stanley. You're right there at 4th.
Yeah. Another 48. That's 3 straight 48.8s. And he absolutely dusted Schlegel with a 49.9. He beat Schlegel by over a second. So I think the chances of winning this race are dwindling. Like just slim to none, and Slim just left.
And Chad with an issue. Trying to come into the pits.
It looks like he succeeded. So Chad has swapped to the medium tire. As we assumed that they would. We'd love to see somebody go far enough and take some softs and see what happens. But at this point, though, I think the race for the win is pretty much over.
Yeah, RC put in 1.1 second on him.
Yeah, RC is just all of a sudden... Oh, Frankenfield's sideways just got all the good off those new tires. But yeah, RC has went robot mode, and he just is like, it's time to run 48.8s, and that's what he's doing. Oh, not this time though. 48.6. He picked it up just a little bit. He's got a lap car out in front of him though. Does not look like he's going to get to said lap car before this break zone. This could be what Schlegel needs. Hold him up in traffic a little bit right before pit stop. Looks like Kyle got over out of the way pretty good there. I don't know that he cost RC any time. Oh, and Kyle's off and into the tire, and that one might be not over there for Kyle. That might have broke the left front suspension. Just missed it a little bit, and then gets out there, and you just... Oh yeah, that's broke right there. So then there were 5. How long do they wait to come in? We are over the halfway point. RC goes by pit road once again. .48.9 for him.
Nick's one little mistake from being on the podium.
49.5 for Schlegel, so he is still just... And Nick's making mistakes right now. He's got an off track. And look at that gap. It's just incredible how much better that RC is at this point in the run.
Had to check my audio for the driver chat to make sure it was still working. There is absolutely no talk from the 5.
Yeah, I don't think they got anything to say. RC just continues to hit his marks.
Chad just put in fastest lap, 147.77.
All right, so that tells us there is time to be had on these new tires. RC passes pit road once again. Ooh, RC fell off into the 149s that time. Schlegel passes pit road. See if Craig Forsyth's going to stay out. He's going to continue to stay out. Nick Masse is going to continue to stay out. So continuing through here as Kyle has, his truck has now left Spa.
Other fastest lap for Chad, 147.62.
Yeah, he's running down guys that he was already in front of, though. He was too far back, I think. I think at this point, Schlegel was too far back to really try to play some strategy to jump RC without A big mistake out of RC. RC comes down the pit road again, staying out once again. Here comes Schlegel, staying out once again as well. It's a big gap back to Craig Forsyth. Let's see if he is going to choose to come down pit road. He stays out. Nick Masse stays out. Chad continues to put in 47 sixes. Right on board here with Chad Frankenfield. He is trying to put himself in a spot to maybe get a podium. RC goes by pit road once again. Still no pit stop for RC. Schlegel goes by pit road as well. Long gap to Forsyth. He is going to stay out once again. Nick Masse stays out as well. Now Chad Frankenfield is closing in on Nick Masse.
Oh, Nick goes around.
Oh, Nick spins. Just digging a little too hard, and that's going to probably end his shot at racing for P4. RC's up to about a 10-second gap over P2. Just cruising. I wonder what these guys are thinking for strategy. I say that every race too.
I don't know. With only 5 cars, I don't know what you really think for the top 4 guys for strategy. Kind of
RC's
play off
coming
of
in,
RC.
though.
I was gonna say just wait and do whatever RC does. And I don't think an overcut's there to be had. If you were gonna do anything, you had to do it as an undercut.
Schlegel's going to stay out. All right, so now that RC is blinked first. If I'm Schlegel, I'm going to run this another about 5 laps, and I'm going to put on softs, and I'm going to take a shot. Forsyth's coming to pit road. RC put on mediums. Nick Masse is going to stay out now. They're still working on getting Marshall Stanley's car in the truck. Mediums for Forsyth there.
I think Schlegel thought about pitting. It flashed like he was going to be in pit lane, but then he came back out.
Yeah, I think at this point, why not just stay out a little bit, you know? You're going to run second without something going your way, so put yourself in a position to pit at about 12, 15 to go with softs and try to give yourself a chance to run down that leader.
Now he's in.
And here he comes. RC's coming out of the last corner. Going back by to take the lead already. I'm guessing by pitting here like this. Oh, Schlegel goes too far. Had to back up. He puts on mediums, and he's going to give up that spot to Chad, I believe. Yeah. Chad goes by for second. Something happened to Schlegel. We must have missed it. I can't find anything here, just looking back real quick, but he lost all the time and then some to Chad. Like, it's, I mean, I know he overshot his pit box. That was a little bit of time, but looks like we might have a battle for second here on our hands. Nick Masse pitted. He put on softs. Nick Masse has put on a soft compound.
Go for it, Nick.
I guess he figures he spun out and he was the last car. Might as well just do something different. Maybe he can still fastest lap. Nick is now 13 seconds behind Forsyth after that spin right at the start of pit stops. So after everyone has cycled through pit stops now, RC Enerson has about a 20-second gap over Chad Frankenfield, who has Hans Schlegel right on his rear end right now. And then it is a 12-second gap to Forsyth, and it is 13 more seconds to Nick Masse.
RC just snagged the top lap.
So he's not taking his foot off the gas pedal, is he?
Nope. The wide there. I'm going to sneak in some sponsor reads while we're running around here. I'll cover our premier sponsors. TA Services. For 36 years, TA Services has been a trusted domestic and international full-service third-party logistics provider, offering freight brokerage, managed transportation, warehousing and fulfillment, and cross-border logistics services to shippers around the globe. TA Services moves what matters to you. Let the TA Services team make ship happen for you. Second was Blue Egg Marketing. Blue Egg is the marketing department for small businesses. For small business owners, Blue Egg is your biggest fan. And our last premier sponsor is BreezyCam. Breezy is a venture-backed tech company based in Toronto and Boston. They are on a mission to reimagine the group photo experience. To honor the days of carrying around a tripod and selfie stick, they help their customers and users tell better stories around meaningful moments. But they let anyone tap into nearby cameras to capture group memories at iconic places, as if users were controlling their own native camera app, except now from a perfectly positioned vantage point. Today you can find Breezy at well-known sports venues and cultural landmarks across the 4 continents. And thank you to our premier sponsors making this all happen.
Yeah, nothing happens without the wonderful sponsors that we have. While you were doing that, Nick did get down to a 46.3. Or a 46.6, I'm sorry. RC still got that 46.3 out there. Hans is down to a 46.6. Looks like Chad is falling off a little bit. And if you're tuning in and you're enjoying what you're seeing here, we will be back on September 11th at Monza.
Then September 25th, we come to the United States to Circuit of the Americas. Then we go about a month, and in October we'll run at Lime Rock.
Hey, what do you think about that? That's a short course on these F1 cars. That's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we talked earlier about having the right car on the right track, and the F1 cars at Lime Rock could be very interesting. As well as Daytona. I don't know if we're running I assume we're running the Roval at Daytona. We're not going to put these cars on the ovals.
Tell you what, if they run it on the oval, we're going to get a bunch of people showing up for that race.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Yeah, I mean, Lime Rock is basically would be the equivalent of NASCAR going to Martinsville, right? I mean,
yeah.
Like, am I off base there? Lime Rock's a very short course. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen anything there other than like Mazdas. I think IMSA maybe runs there once a year. It'll be very interesting going there in F1 cars. They might be running around there in 35, 40 seconds.
1.5 mile course.
And then, like you said, we go to the high banks of Daytona. Going to have all those banks and all those chicanes. And I mean, will there be DRS zones at Daytona? Do you know how that would work?
I don't think in iRacing, if you race on a track that's not meant for Formula One, I don't think they add DRS zones. So, and that would be my thought.
Yeah, and then the second thing I'm thinking here, as somebody, as a driver, I'd be thinking about what the course is going to be. Are we going to run the chicane coming off with NASCAR Turn 4? Or are we going to run the Daytona 24 course without that chicane? If that's the case, we are going to be really, really seeing some high speeds down into Turn 1. Because, I mean, they'll come up out of the bus stop back there, and, I mean, they'll be running probably 220, every bit of 220 by the time you get to Turn 1. especially in a draft. That might be a crazy show.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what happens.
Chad Frankenfield is choosing to pit again. This has got to be softs.
Definitely.
I'll be shocked if this is anything but softs. One thing that's interesting about Chad pitting here is,
Back to mediums.
man, that's giving up a spot. Maybe two if Nick gets around me. Nick's too far back. But that's a guy that's up there in the points. Like, I don't know if I would want to be giving up a spot. I mean, he is going to be 10 seconds behind Forsythe with basically 10 laps to go. I mean, guess we'll see. I need Chad Canals or somebody up here who understands these strategies.
It's more fun when we guess.
I'm not even an educated guess, though. I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
We've been wrong
What's
every
the team that's
race.
struggling right now? It's Ferrari, right? They're the ones who can't get their strategies right.
Right.
I'm like Ferrari out here.
Yeah, I was watching today. They asked their drivers. They'll ask them, "What do you want to do?" Question. So their strategists are just letting the drivers come up with it.
Well, I mean, in their defense, the strategists haven't been doing a very good job of strategizing.
That may have come out from the meeting and said, "Hey, you think you can do a better job? We'll just let you make it." They didn't get a podium today, so.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the F1 stuff today. Of course, we had the NASCAR race at Daytona,
And they kind of overlapped a little bit for a little while.
when does IndyCar make its return? I saw that they were testing in Portland.
Yep, next weekend at Portland. Two races left in the season. Always makes me sad. It used to be football season that I always hated when it ended, but anymore football season doesn't really end. Just different phases of the season keep going.
Yeah, football's year-round now.
Now I just get sad when IndyCar's done. And I was kind of sad when left Gateway.
Craig Forsythe is wrecked.
Yep, and now he's in the pits. Let's go back and see what happened to him on the Whiskey Cast replay.
Oh, man.
And there were 4.
He's going to get down here, and he's just pushing. He knows Chad's on those newer tires. Gets too far out there.
Rumble
loops
strips.
it, and then he's going to end up in the tires pretty hard.
Yeah, that right front is messed up.
That'll move Chad Frankenfield back to P3. That'll move Nick Masse up to P4. And all of it going on behind R.C. Enerson, who is just out here on a Sunday cruise at this point.
Craig didn't even bother to think about repairing. At this point, you're just going to be 5th no matter what you do, so.
Yeah, and Schlogel's going to make up a bunch of points on those guys who chose not to show up. Chad Frankenfield's going to make up a bunch of points as well. Nick Massey's out here running for the fun of it. And RC is trophy hunting. And it looks like RC is going to get that trophy tonight. We are now joined in the booth here. Going to kind of turn into a little bit of a trucks pre-race show. We got Gerald Campbell up here. Gerald, you got the trucks coming up here. Our race started exciting, but a bunch of guys fell out. So now we're just counting the laps down to RC getting a win here in the F1 series. What are you looking for here tonight on the truck series?
I agree. Well said.
Yeah, I set it all up. I pitch it to him. He's not even there.
Like somebody walks in and sits in the corner.
Yep. He's like, I'm here, but I'm not really here. So where do the trucks go tonight?
Trucks are at Phoenix. Throwback night. Phoenix Legacy track.
Legacy Phoenix Throwback Week. That's sounds like it'd be a good time.
Copy, you guys got me?
No, we can't hear you.
Okay, well. Good throwback over to me there, Chris. You set me up nicely, and just for me to push on my button and realize that my steering wheel wasn't on, so that's what I got my button set to. But yeah, we're excited. Phoenix is going to be tonight. We got a lot of throwbacks. I actually am on here a little bit earlier than normal, just to go about going through Twitter and write down all the throwback paint scenes that are going to be shown tonight. So that way I at least sound like I have some pretty knowledgeable things going on with the truck series here. But yeah, you were saying it got a little bit, I wouldn't say boring, but I would say definitely has toned down from the beginning of the F1 race here. Kind of like how it did in real life. I don't know if you watched the F1 race this morning, Chris, because NASCAR turned on just about halfway through it. But same situation. It looked like it was very exciting, a lot of action, and then there was a little bit of carnage, and then it just kind of petered out with one driver, which was Max Verstappen, just taking off and leaving everyone with just his pace. And we're kind of seeing that here with R.C. Anderson.
Yeah, it was I tell you, for about the first 20 laps, I thought it was about the most exciting F1 race we've had all season. 4 guys under a blanket, and one by one they took turns biting the dust, and then what was left, RC just waved goodbye.
Well, these things happen. You stated that this F1 series, new to the, I guess, banner for elite racing, something that they tried, and see how it was going to work out. Not the best of turnouts as far as what we would have hoped for the start of a league, and we'll see if it builds upon itself or if it's simply replaced. I know what I would want. Maybe we can have that a little bit discussion of what maybe we can convince Chad Frankenville to bring in here. I would love to see more of like a rally or rally truck kind of a thing, or maybe even like a series that changes cars every time. But we'll have to see if this stays on the Elite's, I guess, schedule, or if we take a chance of trying something new again.
As it looks like, is that Nick Masse coming to pit road here?
Yep.
Once again, I don't think I'm breaking any news here, Gerald. This series is not going to be coming back after the season. And I'm not sure what Chad's going to do with Sunday. He might just leave the truck series as a standalone. I don't know that he has any plans to add anything in place of F1. I just I don't think this is coming back. The car count's not been able to stay what he thought it would stay. And we had a lot of guys. I will say this, there was a lot of support for this series out of the gate, and it just kind of dwindled away. And I don't think it'll get replaced. I think it'll just go away. Go away for now, anyway.
Well, it's sad, but hey, we try things, and that's how we learn if things stick or not. If that's what people want to do. F1 is best left to the pros, I believe, as it's just a very difficult challenge to get these things to go around the racetrack, and when you put it on the sim, it makes it even that much difficult. But I'd like to give a good shout out. I believe my wife might be listening in the other room, tuning in. It's her 31st birthday. I wouldn't want to tell you the number, but it's her 31st birthday.
Too late now.
But, yeah, too late now. And we went out for breakfast this morning and had a good morning together. Now I fixed her up a drink, and I'm on here talking on her birthday. So hopefully she forgives me for the next birthday.
Well, happy birthday to her.
Yeah, she most of the fans, if they know us from the truck series from last season, she was my co-commentator, Dr. Erica Campbell. We would always give it over to her for the mid-race, where we would have a questionnaire. She'd come up with a questionnaire. A lot of fun that season it was to be able to do that with my wife. This year, she's opted to focus more on her doctoring and taking care of our child, as as that increasingly becomes more difficult with the more he tends to walk around and takes things that he shouldn't have. So increasingly it gets a little bit more difficult. And opted that he should probably someone focus on that while I get to have all the fun with you guys here. And again, like we stated, we got the truck series coming up here. It's gonna be a throwback race, and we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah, that throwback race, that old Phoenix track, man, it's a lot of fun to run on. Not that I don't like the new Phoenix, but the new Phoenix would be so much better if there was still all that grass down there that people didn't cut the dog leg. Not a whole lot of fun to cut that dog leg every lap, but that old Phoenix, man, it's gonna have some tires wearing out. Gonna have throwback schemes. It's gonna look pretty great. I saw some of the schemes. I believe I saw a Ricky Hendrick scheme that looked pretty good. So I'm gonna be pulling for that truck tonight.
I'll have to write that one down. I'm writing them all down, so that way I can get it all done correctly whenever we start showing some of those trucks, and I can be able to showcase them, let you know who's who and to what paint scheme, because I'm going through them. There's going to be a ton, and I know I'm missing a couple of them that's not on Elite. Their Twitter page has been posting up a lot of them, so if you want to see a lot of paint schemes that will bring back memories of past, some really far back, some not so far back. Yeah, there's some Joey Logano paint schemes and stuff like that. I never would have thought Joey Logano would be a throwback, but maybe I'm just getting older. Joey Logano's getting older. He's been in the racing league for a while, so I guess he gets a throwback. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot to look at. You can both take a look at that on the Elite Twitter page, or you can be able to stay tuned tonight and get to see some real action there at a like you stated, a good race there. Ooh, Chad Frankenfield goes around there a little bit. Maybe he'll stack up to the driver behind him that was about 20 seconds behind. I don't know if he lost 20 seconds, but at least that's gonna gain the driver behind him a little bit of room on him.
I got to say this because Nick is really pumping himself up right now. Nick just ran the fastest lap of the race. Pitted, got those softs. Said he was doing it just to try to go get the fastest lap. And he said these soft tires have a Chad ton of speed.
I saw the apology and I saw the videos. What does Chad ton mean?
Well, you see, that was dubbed over by the wonderful producer that is Dave.
Thank you.
That is not what I said initially.
Oh, you used a different word.
I used
a different four-letter word, huh?
Yep.
I didn't know we're not allowed to use that. I'm just such a clean talker. I never had that problem with you.
And you inspired me because I said I put Chad over the top of that one because when I first started, you told me that Chad was a 4-letter word, and I went with that.
Oh, hey. Why? I just told everyone I'm clean talking from here. Yeah, okay, well,
Nobody believes you're clean talking.
Come on. There might be some people on here that don't know. Well, we're getting closer to the finish of this, boys. There's only 3 more laps left to go.
Yeah, I wonder if RC has gotten word that his fast lap has been taken. If he's going to try to go get that, or maybe not race for points.
Yeah, he could pit again and still come back out with I think enough time to, with some soft tires and see if he can go after it.
He could pit every lap and try it.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's got plenty of time. He may. I don't know if you want to dangle that stick in front of RC Nicholson, but nothing to lose at this point. Such a lead. He might come down pit road this time. We'll see.
Yeah, but that's also why I think he won't do it. He's just here for the trophy. He's not racing for points. So I just.
Don't know if you knew about him. He wants to lead every lap there is. I don't think RC Anderson. I wouldn't put it past him to try to go out there and just win everything under the sun.
Now, I will say we might see Chad Frankenfield and Schlegel. One of them might do it because they are racing for points, so they could use that point. Schlegel's going to pass pit road again. I think if you're going to do it, you're going to have to pit this lap because it takes a couple laps for the tires to get the good heat up in them. So I think if Chad is going to take another run at this, he's going to have to do it right here. They all have the room to do it if they so desire. And here comes Chad down pit road. So That's going to be our big, exciting event here at the end of this thing. It's going to be, can Chad go take that back from Nick?
There is one bonus point for the fastest lap if the driver finishes in the top 10. So they will.
Starting the race. I see Huckleberry there.
And Nick's answering the call. Nick's back on pit road. He says, all right, I got to try to make sure.
Now, David, did you actually start the race there in 11th, or was it just you logging in?
No, that's my son.
Oh, that's your son?
Yep.
What happened?
Well, it's the first time he tried. He gave it a try. He had some speed, but car got away from him a few times in the beginning there. And of course, once you hit the wall and you're out, you're out. So he had a rough start.
Does he just want to do just the because it's free on Formula One right now? Or?
Yeah, he's been running the IndyCar series, but he had a job change at work, so he wasn't going to be able to run the Friday night events. So I mentioned to him that Chad said he could give it a try tonight, so he came in and gave it a shot. You can imagine how he's feeling right now. I got a couple texts from him afterwards. He was kind of pretty peed off and not happy with iRacing. So that's just what happens when you run out. But it was fun for me to see him go around. I got to watch him practice, and he put in some good laps, and much better than I would ever do.
You need to talk him into getting into the oval side, or I'll never see him. He's all on this road course thing.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he's in IndyCar, Gerald. He's kind of a corporate teammate of mine in IndyCar. He does pretty good. He had a pretty good Michigan race. I think he got tracked lap down at one point, but.
Yep.
Okay, I'll race it. Get into the race cars that have roofs on them.
He does not have any interest real life in those, so it's hard to talk him into it. I was trying to talk him into trucks on Sunday nights, so I don't think his heart's there. He's more of he started out as an F1 fan, and I'm kind of turning him into an IndyCar fan. So.
Well, nothing wrong with that. If you get a driver into any kind of races, I think you lose out if you start picking series not to watch just because you're a fan of one series and you think that they need to compete with each other.
Yeah.
I'll usually watch all of them, IndyCar, F1, and Cup in the weekend if I can all together.
Hey, I watched IMSA during the rain delay today, NASCAR. So
IMSA's great too.
Race car's a race car.
Well, here comes RC Anderson coming around the S's there to take the final flag. And put all the other competitors down here for the last time as he comes back around. This is my favorite part of the track. I don't know if you took it on board here, but this is absolutely my favorite part of Spa. Is this very strong? Can't see where you're going. Yeah.
Oh.
But sure, I'm not saying it. Mess it up. We'll leave that for the truck series for when I start messing up not pronouncing it. So, definitely the funnest part of the racetrack for me, at least.
Well, RC might have taken the white flag there, and it might be a no contest for the win, but Chad Frankenfield and Nick Masse are both trying to run hot laps right here and get this 1 point. Chad's going to come across. I believe Nick's got a 46.1 is what he's shooting for here. 45.6. Chad just... Can Nick match it? I think Nick's going to be pretty close.
You got it.
Wow, Nick Masse. RC Enerson's going to win the race, but the lobby has gotten very talkative after Nick just went out there and ran the fastest lap. RC takes the win. Here comes Schlegel out of the last corner. He is going to get second. Quite a ways back to Chad, as Chad and Nick they were dueling for that fastest lap. They each made, I think, 4 stops.
We're going to get probably short interviews tonight since I think RC's probably got to get over to truck practice and qualifying.
Yeah, he's got to hop on a jet there. Got to come all the way from Spa to Phoenix. That's quite the flight. Chad Frankfield's going to come across third. Now we wait for Nick Masse. Last car out here running all by himself.
The fastest car out there by himself.
And that will do it from Spa. So Nick will get P4. So we got RC Enerson, Schlegel, Chad Frankenfield, Nick Massey, Craig Forsythe, Kyle Walgren, Marshall Stanley, Jesse Razimus, Vincent Isabella, Wesley Crump, and Ryan Huckleberry is the order. What a finish, really, with the, we had the great racing at the start, but at least we had something going on there at the end to kind of get the excitement factor back up with those 2 guys dueling for fastest lap. No beating and banging like you're going to see from Phoenix, though, Gerald. How much beating and banging do you expected to see over there at Phoenix?
It's the old Phoenix, which always means that, I guess, because you're going to get confused here. It's turn 3 and 4, the old Phoenix, which means after you go through the longer of the 2 straightaways, I guess you would say. It's very slick going into 3 there. I'm going to predict that there's going to be a few drivers that end up getting into the back of somebody. So definitely something to watch tonight is just seeing who can be able to get through the entire race cleanly and underneath them.
And we are now joined by race winner, RC. RC, you had a great battle there at the start. It looked like it was going to be a four-car race, and then it slowly dwindled down, and you ended up driving away and running your own little race there on a Sunday drive. Take us through your race and how hard it was to keep control. We saw Marshall kind of matching your pace, and then all of a sudden he just had one little bobble, and it was over for him.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot mentally tougher than you expect it to be, just because the car was so fast, and just try to stay focused for that long is a really long time. But I think I was just able to limit my mistakes the best. I just had fewer mistakes. I think me, Chad, the 90 car, and Marshall, we were all pretty close on pace. I think it would have been a 4-car race. It's so hard to not make mistakes in the brake zones, getting a little bit loose on power. It's super tough to be consistent in this car. And I think I was just able to limit my mistakes the most, and that's what gave me the gap.
Did you have any thoughts there toward the end of diving in and getting into that fun for the fastest lap?
I was thinking about it, but then I decided to just finish the race and call it a day.
That win was way more important than that fastest lap there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm not quite sure how much time is in the pit lane. I think it's like 20 seconds or 18 seconds, something like that. I wasn't willing to let him get that close to me. If he gets DRS, then he's just able to stay with me the entire time until he makes a mistake or I make a mistake. So I think I just ran consistent laps and managed the gap and just kind of cruised to the end.
Well, RC, we know you got to get to Phoenix here and try to go and sweep the night. So good luck over there. Any shout outs you want to give, sponsors you want to thank here before we let you go?
Yeah, I know we don't have paint schemes really in this, so I'll just shout out Rayco Machine and Engineering Group. They're on every single one of my cars this season. Obviously, we can't run them on this car, but they'll be all over my car for this Phoenix race tonight. I'm excited to get in there and get practicing. I know everybody's saying how slick it's going to be, so it should be a fun night. Maybe we can be back-to-back in the trucks as well. So hopefully I'll be talking to you guys later.
And real quick before you jump out here, you got a special throwback scheme tonight for Phoenix?
I do not. I don't have a throwback scheme. I didn't. They're so early in the season. I just got my actual paint scheme, and I've always get behind on those on getting a scheme made. It's tough. Everybody's busy. There's only a handful of people that make them for the elite guys here. So they get usually overrun with stuff. And I'll just run my same scheme and hopefully bring it to victory lane.
What the hell, Gerald? This guy's not even participating in this paint schemes. You're talking about all these paint schemes, and RC's not even participating.
RC just comes out for trophies. He can go out with a white car every night, and he's still that's not what he's there for. He's not out there for show. He's out there for trophies.
Yeah, see if I can finally bring home a championship. I feel like I've always been in position for him, whether it's in the Xfinity Series or the Truck Series, and then I might end up out of town on championship weekend or the second round of the playoffs. I missed 2 races. I'm like, dang, I'm hoping this season I can put together a solid championship run and not be out of town on those specific days.
Well, all right, RC. Good luck over there, man, and hopefully you get to come back up and talk to Gerald tonight and get another podium, maybe a win.
Thanks, guys.
Well, it looks like that's all we're going to get interview-wise. I don't see our second and third place runners. So, Gerald, thanks for coming up here towards the end of that thing. Hopefully the truck race is pretty good, exciting, and lots of battling. I know that there's probably going to be people running out of tires. Slick track. Should be a great show. So, everybody who tuned into this, stick around and make sure you catch up with Gerald and the throwback race there at Phoenix. I think you're going to see something pretty exciting.
Absolutely. Definitely tune in, folks. If you like gold paint schemes, if you like tough racing, this is going to be a blast from the past in multiple areas. Both a throwback to the trucks, throwback to the track, and we're going to get back to old beating and banging at the old Phoenix Raceway. So definitely show up here. And only about 10-15 minutes we'll be going live. So stay tuned shortly.
Yep, and as for us here, we'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to everybody at the Elite Racing Network, Chad Frankenfield, all the leagues he runs. And then this was the Elite Formula One Championship presented by Shane D Designs. Give a shout out to all of our sponsors, TA Services, Blue Egg Marketing, Britzy Cam. None of this happens without our wonderful sponsors and our wonderful, wonderful person that runs the Elite Racing Network, David Huckleberry. So stay tuned here in a short minute. You'll be back with David and